Hi guys, I'm Sonal and welcome to my channel. Today I'm making Turkish kebabs. So these are chicken kebabs which I'm making the Turkish way where it's not spicy. So kebabs are found all over India and Afghanistan. You'll find them in Turkey, Iran, in a lot of places. You guys know that almost every country has their own version other than the Western countries which are using other people's versions, which is fine too, and then they have their fusions. So it's a very popular dish. It's very convenient to eat. It's absolutely keto friendly because it's a complete protein. Now a lot of people add some kind of carb while making these. We are going to try to make them without any carbs because we are keto. Obviously I'm using chicken mince. You can use any other mince that you like, and the cooking times will vary as per what kind of meat you have used. You can also use fish to do this, but frankly I haven't done it, but you could. I know that you can. So try this recipe out. You will see how juicy it is and you're going to love it. So if you do try it out, let me know in the comments if yours was as juicy as mine. And click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell right next to it. Also visit my website for the recipe, and if you want to see the gadgets and ingredients that I use in my kitchen, I have all of this information on my website and links to all of that in my description section.
So let's make the spice blend. This is about 7 garlic cloves, 4 green chilies. This is the non-spicy variety, and I'm also adding some red bell pepper. If you have red peppers, the slightly spicy ones, you can add those. This is half a teaspoon of red chili flakes, about 1 cup of parsley, and I'm going to blend all of this. So chop it. You don't want to put water and make a paste. So at this point I felt like I needed to put some more parsley and garlic. And have you ever seen something more colorful than this? This is some mutton fat and I buy it from a site called Fresh to Home, and I'm going to leave the link in the description. It will help keep the meat moist and also add flavor to it. So I'm cutting it into smaller pieces so that it's easier to blend it. So once that is done, I'm blending all of this together and it will almost form a paste. The meat that we are using is 1.5 kg of chicken thigh mince. That's also going to help keep the texture and the flavor. So for that I've taken 100 grams of fat, a little more or less. I also want to add some veggies which are chopped a little coarsely and they give it a nice appearance. So for that I've taken some more bell pepper. So we used up almost the whole bell pepper. I'm also going to take some more green pepper, but of course this is completely up to you how much you want to use, and you want to calculate your own macros. I'm going to calculate mine and still share it on the website. You can take a look at that, but you have to remember that that's going to vary a little bit. I'm adding some parsley for color too, and also for flavor, of course. So this is the 1.5 kg of mince, and I've added the blended spice mix, 1.5 teaspoon of rock salt or any salt that you have, and we are going to mix this. Now I'm going to show this in super fast speed because you will see how much mixing is required. So the day you don't take your upper body workout, that's the day you want to make these kebabs. So I'm kidding, but you know that's how much mixing is required, and since I've taken 1.5 kg, it's a lot. So it really took me a lot of patience, time and strength to mix this up. The reason to mix it to such an extent is that you want to develop the protein in the mince. Once the protein develops, it kind of becomes sticky. So I'm going to cover it and let it rest for some time in the fridge. Also, I have cooked a small piece to make sure that the seasoning is perfect, and it was absolutely perfect. While this is resting, I also gathered on my strength to go ahead and mix it again. You want to actually mix it till it's kind of stringy and pasty. After some time, it sticks to each other. That's the point where you think that this is a good time. The fat also helps in that. The fat will make your kebabs juicy. So since we have a lot of keema or mince, I'm going to show you various ways of making kebabs. They're going to be in different shapes. They do also use these flat stainless steel skewers, which I don't have, so I use something similar to that. So these are stainless steel butter knives which I have used, and I'm also making a couple of kebabs which are almost like a shami kebab. So these are different kinds of kebabs you'll find in India. They have different shapes, and the seasonings also vary. Also, the shape that you give it while cooking changes the taste a little bit because it changes the time of cooking, also the surface area which will get brown, and the method of cooking is also different. So that helps in giving you a variety of flavors. Now these I'm going to put into 2 flatbreads, and one I'm going to serve my son, which is going to be in a whole wheat flatbread called roti, and the other one is going to be our keto roti. And if you've not seen that recipe, you really need need to go immediately and watch that recipe right after this one. The link is in the description as well as on the screen. That's one of my favorite recipes, and I've put some onion salad on it, which has some onions, parsley, salt and lemon juice. And this is mine with a keto roti that I was talking about with coconut flour. Now the next way is to use an ice cream scoop. You have exact same size portions, and after you put them on the pan, you put some butter and you flatten it with your spatula itself. This is like super convenient. You don't have to dirty your hands or anything. I never overcook my kebabs. It'll dry out and you want them to be nice and juicy. Since it's mince, it doesn't take very long. On a cast iron pan, it doesn't take more than 3 minutes on each side. By the time it's brown, I think it's cooked halfway, and then you flip it over and the other side is cooked and you're done. Now this is the third way that I have made this. This is so interesting. I have used ice cream sticks for this. These are easily available in craft stores. What you're using, any wooden or bamboo skewers, you want to soak them in water before you put your mince on it. What I've done here is I have my cast iron pan on which I have put 2 stainless steel skewers. Those are only for support, and I have taken each of these ice cream sticks and to them I have put 1.5 tablespoon of mince. You flatten it and shape it. Every time you're touching your mince, you want to make sure that your hand is wet so that the mince doesn't stick to your hand. If it starts sticking to your hand, it won't stick to the skewer. So it's very important to have a pot of water right next to you. And we almost have like a grill kind of setup. So if you don't have a grill or a barbecue and you don't want to crank it up at the last moment, that this is the way to do it. Isn't that like a great statement piece or a great starter for a party? So you let it cook on one side, then you cook it on the other side. If you want, you can also put it directly on the pan and cook it with some butter. I'm also basting this with some butter from time to time. And this is going to take a little longer than if you were to put it on the pan. So I think this will get cooked in about 8 minutes or so. All of these kebabs, you want to serve them with chaat masala. If I haven't told you guys what chaat masala is, it's one of the most delicious spices when it comes to kebab in Indian cuisine. If you add chaat masala on the top, it's going to taste delicious. So this is one of my secrets. You want the meat to be juicy and you want chaat masala. Once you have these two things, nothing can spoil it. So please get yourself some chaat masala. It's easily available in all Indian stores, or I think even in regular stores in other countries. Okay, I'm going to give it a taste and let you know what it tastes like. Absolutely delicious. It's too good. I'm eating another one. I mean, I couldn't stop myself from eating 3 one after the other, but you don't have to watch me do that. It's going to make the video long, so we're going to cut short and go to the next part where I'm going to show you how to make chapli kebabs. Now, chapli kebabs is just a shape. It has a specific ingredients that go into this. In this one, these are still Turkish kebabs. You don't want to make the same shape every time. This can also be used as a burger patty. Chapli kebabs really means something that is like a slipper or a chappal in Hindi, which is a footwear. So it needs to be really thin and cooked in a good amount of fat, which is what I have done. You want to kind of overcook it, or it has to get the brown color. That's when it's called the chapli kebab. It is absolutely delicious. So this is another way of making kebabs. Every time I add onions to the leftover fat and the brown bits so that you pick them up, all the flavors come into the onions. So look at that. I'm going to show you what it looks like and how juicy it is. Look at that. Yum. And this is the chaat masala that I'm sprinkling. My hand is not seen, but I am sprinkling it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching all of these lovely kebabs and are going to try them out.
Thanks for watching. Bye.